Welcome to the Red Life Special, a slow burn for your soul. Real voice notes, real feelings, real healing. I am Elaine Renee. Let's get into it. Before we dive in, take a deep breath. How are you feeling today? Be honest. I'll go first. I'm feeling I'm feeling a little down right now. I'm in my head about uh, a specific person. Um, and I'm kind of beating myself up for some of my actions. So I'm feeling a little down right now. Um, yeah, I'm be honest. Okay. Well, we did our mental health check-in. Let's get into the topic at hand. This episode is called Debt Relief. You are about to hear a voice memo I recorded back in June. I think it was June. Yeah, back in June of this year. You will hear me reflect on the debts that I accrued and my poor financial decisions. I do want to say that I have been doing better with my spending habits since this recording. I've really been um fighting my impulsiveness. So I've been doing better. Um and when I say I've been doing better, I have not been impulsively buying things I have no business buying. I have conversations in my head when I do get that urge and I see something I want. I go back and forth and I say, you know what? You don't need it. You don't even need it. Leave it alone. So, I just want to preface that by saying I have gotten better since this recording. But yeah, here we go. Let's add this recording. Here we go. So, let's talk about debt. It is June 26th, 2025. Yeah, because yesterday was the 25th. Um, okay, disclaimer. I am trying to do my own feat, therefore I may sound distracted. So if you're wondering why I might sound distracted, that is why. But let's talk about that. I don't even know where to start. Um, I like to shop. I like to shop, and I'm an emotional shopper, that whole, retail therapy thing. I'm an emotional eater and shopper, but it's not about eating, it's a shopping. And I'm impulsive. Come find out that is a symptom of ADHD, which I have been diagnosed with. If you haven't talked about that yet. There's also why you'll hear me jump from one thing to the other, and he'll let me stay on track. And oh, there's positivity. And so I had the tendency to be like, yo, when I see something I want, I have to have it. I'm gonna do what I got to do by any means necessary to have it. So that means if I ain't got the money, bitch, I'm gonna motherfucking charge that shit. If I see it and I want it, I had to have it right then and there. Instant gratification. I'm going to, um, I am going to do what I gotta do to get what I want. So there lies credit, right? There lies credit, there lies Klarnas, Klarnas, there lies Afterpay, there lies Affirms. And so I've been going back and forth with this, you know, well, I've had this is I don't know how to say this. There are two instances where I have gotten in a lot of debt and I was able to get out of the debt by um once I sold my house. Me selling my houses, I did not sell my houses to get out of debt. Mm. But when I did sell my house, I had the money to pay off my debt. I might rethink that statement for my second house. I wouldn't say I sold my second house to get out of debt, like that was the whole purpose, but it did play a part of my decision. But anywho, I'm jumping again. So first house, uh, I just decided me and my daughter outgrew it. At the time, my daughter had moved out. What was the point of me having a house? I was rethinking things like, hey, let me go and sit back somewhere that's not gonna cost me a lot of money and stack bread, and then I can move, whether it was buying some land or whatever. I think at the time I wanted to buy some land. So I sold my house, my first house, went and lived with a friend. Anywho, paid my debt off. Damn, I'm good. I ain't in no debt. Paid my car off, like just paid all my debts off. I don't even think I was gone a good 2 to 3 months before I end up buying another house. I bought another house because my mama was sick, and my great uncle at the time, my great aunt, didn't want to put her brother in the house, and she just said she just couldn't do it. It was too much on her. And so I was like, hey, he can come live with us. My mama said, my mama wasn't sick to where she couldn't take care of herself. She couldn't go to work, but she was still willing, able body, So I was like, hey, let him come stay with us. She'll take care of him since she can't work. Bam. Okay, so that's why I bought that house. To take care of family members. Uh, Shit happened. At the time I was a transportation director. I ended up walking away from that job. Then COVID hit. A lot of shit just went into play. Um, I started getting in more debt. And but this time I'm starting to see a therapist, and I'm starting my healing journey. This is the cusp of me starting my healing journey. And so, I'm more looking out for me. My uncle passed away. Um, and then I want to say the next year. No, not the next year. I think he died in 2019. 2022, I decided to sell my house. I decided to look out for me. I was tired of carrying everybody. Um, I was just tired. I was ready to look out for me. I felt like I had done looked out for everybody and I was neglecting myself. But with that said, I was in a lot of debt. So I sold my house, bam, get the money, get out of debt. I'm debt free. I'm debt motherfucking free. And guess what I do? Well, okay, so some job changes, and then, I go from working one job to going chasing a job that was in my educational background, which is criminal justice. I got a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and I had got a certificate, a paralegal certificate. So the opportunity finally presented itself for me to go work for a law office. Bam, I go do that. 2 months in, I don't like it. It's not me. Um, it wasn't satisfying me. It wasn't nothing that the law office did. They were great people. They were so good to me. They gave me a chance, and to the day I kind of still feel bad because they gave me a chance, and I end up like, you know, anywho. Um, so I just said, hey, I'm gonna go. I really want to work for myself. I'm finna do this shit. I'm finna work for myself. But in the midst of that, my mom passes. I'm going through grief. I'm going through depression. Um, I'm also going through my healing journey, the dark night of the soul, the spiritual awakening. And with all of that emotional shit, I'm buying shit. I'm clearing of this, clearing of that. Affirm, Amazon this, Klarna, fucking Shein this. Like I never, before you know it, I got a whole bunch of after Affirms and a bunch of Klarnas. Then I goes, boom, I goes and get me I go and pawn the title to my pickup truck. Mind you, I've pawned titles before, but I've been able to get out of them before. This one I go pawn the title, then um taking a risk on myself, not having a real clear plan, but really believing in myself that I can make this thing work, this entrepreneurship work. But hey, I need money, being let me go pawn my title. Of course, I get greedy with it and I take out all the money that my car worth, which is over 7,000. Then a month or two after me paying on it, they like, hey, you can get a free $1,000. And so I take that. So now I'm $8,000 in title loan. Motherfucking title fucking I'm paying $940 a month. For a 2009 Toyota Tacoma pickup truck. Because that's how much my title is. What I got to pay them. But I'm paying them faithfully. I'm scrounging and I'm scraping. And mind you, I'm still working for myself. I just recently went back to work in February this year. Scrounging, I'm scraping. And I'm paying them. I'm getting them paid. Even if I got to borrow money from my daughter, I'm getting them paid because I don't want them to take my truck. My truck is a good truck. It's very low mileage on it. I got more miles on my 2019 than I do on my 2009 car. I don't want them to take my truck. It's a good truck. Plus a whole sentimental value. It was my uncle truck. Cool. Scrounging, I'm scrounging. And I don't see no way out from it. The only way I could pay it down is if I give extra, and I can't give extra. I'm not making that much money. And I'm already having a hard time coming up with the 900 y'all want. This is on me. This is on me. I can't bitch and complain. I ain't bitch and complain. I made a decision to do it. I did that to myself. Um, But I also feel like I'm trying to right my wrong. I'm trying to pay my debt. I signed up for the debt. I got the motherfucking paperwork. Also, let me go back. I'm working for myself, but working for myself is doing gig work. I'm doing DoorDash. I'm doing Instacart. I'm doing, Amazon Flex. I'm doing the things, but I'm not consistently doing the things. I'm not getting out there every day hustling. Most of the time I'm laying in the bed because I'm depressed and the grief is still there from the loss of my mother. And then I'm just going through it spiritually and emotionally and mentally. I'm going through it. So I have no energy to go do nothing. So I'm not making the money I need. Okay, boom. Shit getting worse. I'm still accruing affirms and cleaners though, cause it's like shit. It ain't nothing to pay these little $20 every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Or once a month. It ain't nothing to pay them they little $20 items. I ain't gonna be nothing to scrounge up $20. That's the attitude, but you not thinking about how you done already accrued a whole bunch of $20. You're not thinking about when you're accruing them because they might don't all them $20 might hit you all in 1 week. Cool. I'm accruing the clearance, I'm accruing the affirms, I got the title Max. My daughter, she's handling the motherfucking rent. I live in a luxury apartment downtown Atlanta, so a 2-bedroom apartment is not motherfucking cheap. She paying the rent and the utilities. And I'm paying. I told her we came. I ain't gonna say I told her. We came into an agreement. She paid the rent and the utilities. I'll pay all her small bills, her cell phone, and whatever other small bills she got. And then I'm paying my cell phone, the car insurance, which she's on my car insurance, um, and stuff like that. But I still have a hard time paying the shit. Plus, I got the $940 a month motherfucking title mate. I'm struggling. I'm fucking struggling. And it's weighing heavy on me. And I don't know what to do. So I end up going back to work to drive a bus. I don't want to drive a bus no more. I've driven a bus for over 15 plus years. And I don't prior to that, I was in management and, I had been looking for management positions for whatever reason, which I know rejection is protection. Management positions just wasn't working out for me. But I knew I had to go work. So I was like, shit, at the end of the day, I know that with my CDL, I'm gonna get hired on the spot. CDL driving jobs are high turnover jobs. A motherfucker will hire you, you got a CDL. So it's like, hey, look, I gotta put my CDL back to work because I need bread. I'm fucking drowning here. I'm drowning. Okay, cool. Go back to work. I go back to work and it started off, they let me get overtime. They let me get overtime. They let me get overtime. They calling me for overtime. I'm like, shit, I might see a way out of this. $900 check every week, but that shit add up where I can pay one bill. I can pay all my bill with one check, take two checks, put towards, my title man said I can get that shit paid out quick. Oh, I forgot to add. I had started, this is where the title plan, part of the title plan came in. I believed so much in myself that I decided to start a transportation business. It was called Marvit Logistics. And so, talking to a good friend of mine. She was like, yeah, government contract, yada, yada, yada. So I was like, okay, bet I'm gonna, grow this business. And, with the mind of getting government contracts, I'll be straight. So when I start a business, I like for my business to be up to par. Like, I'm going to have the correct licenses. I'm going to have everything I need to set myself up. So with that being said, government contracts, I needed to have a office. I had the LLC, the Market Logistics LLC, but I needed a office address. I could not use my personal house as my address for my business, which you shouldn't do anyway. Um, so I went and got an office. Um, I was told that in order to have a government contract, you needed a office with a lock, door that you can lock and things of that nature. So I was like, okay, cool. We're gonna do this the right way. We're gonna go get an office. So I found the office space for about $200 a month. Um, and so I was also paying for that. And that's where I went and got the title loan because I needed so much money to put down on the office. Um, and all of that. And then so now I'm paying an additional $200 a month towards the office. So here I am, like, fast forward to February, and when I break down, it's like, hey, I call my old job, like, yo, can I come back? You know, y'all are basically right up the street from how I live at. You're like the highest paying driving job there is easier, So, my boss said, sure, come back. We love to have you, whatever. Go back. Like I said, I started doing overtime. Like, okay, cool. They let me get the overtime. Well, a couple of times they called me for overtime. I ain't answered the phone because I was asleep or whatever. And so they stopped calling me for overtime. I guess they was like, well, shit, she ain't answered the phone these last two times. We can't ask her. So they stopped asking. And mind you, I'm in a space of I do not chase, I attract right now. So I'm just like, if it's for me, it's gonna come to me. If it's not, it's not. Like, I'm tired of the hustle culture. I'm tired of hustling. Which I know is ass bad, but if you got all this dead, bitch, you gotta do what you gotta do. But that's the issue right there. I'm in this debt. And it's like, you do what you gotta do by any means necessary to get the fuck out of it. If that means you do overtime every fucking day, you driving 10 hours a day to get them $900, $1,000 check every week, driving a bus, bitch, you do that. But then, here we go. I'm in my spiritual healing journey, and my soul was like, no, we can't do that. We're coming out of survival mode. So, it was like, I can't do it. I can't hustle like that no more. I can't. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm burnt out from hustling. Hustle, 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 bustle. Like, I'm burnt out from it. So, but Bill's still here, bitch. What you gonna do? So, make my little money, and it's getting shit paid. I'm thankful my job is getting shit paid. I had a bad tooth in my mouth. I was able to get some dental insurance, get the tooth pulled. The job is doing what it's supposed to do, but it's not enough. It's not enough money coming in. But I'm hating it. Oh, I'm hating it. I'm hating driving. Oh, I'm hating it. I'm hating it. I'm hating it. I don't want to be there, and it's showing up in my attitude. I don't want to be there. I'm just here because I have to be here. And I don't want to live that life no more. I don't want to be doing shit I don't want to motherfucking do because I have to do it. Like, life too fucking short to be out here not living your best motherfucking life, not doing what you want to do. You doing shit you have to do to get by. No, my spirit won't let me live that life no more. And so, but I'm like, I'm heavy burden. I'm doing a job I don't want to do. I got all this motherfucking debt. I don't know what the fuck to do. I don't see a way out. I don't see a motherfucking way out. How am I gonna get out this title loan when I've been paying on that bitch for 8 months? $940 for 8 months. I've been paying on it on $8,000 that I borrowed, and the shit ain't moving. It don't even move a cent, baby. If I don't put extra with that 940, that motherfucker ain't gonna move. So I'm drowning. Like, man, I don't see how the fuck I'm going to fucking. I don't see a way out. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't see it. You know, the cleaners and the firms. Yeah, eventually I'll get them paid off. You know, I just take that one payment at a time. You know, but this fucking turtleneck, $940 a month, and my motherfucking what I owe ain't going down not one bit. I'm drowning. I'm drowning. And so they just adds more on to the fact that I'm doing a job I don't want to motherfucking do. And so I was like, okay, I need to consider bankruptcy at this point. You know, bitch, if I got to file bankruptcy, bitch, I file bankruptcy. Like at this point, I got to figure out how the fuck I'm going to come out from under this motherfucking title loan, bro. Like it's like, and that's the only thing I want to, like if I can get out of that shit, and it's like not get out of it, like I was gonna look into the chapter, the bankruptcy where they'll pay your debt and then you just pay them back. I ain't trying to eliminate the shit, cause I still want to keep my truck. And so I was like, okay, before I go that route, let me find somebody else to help me. Call the title. I think they call them title recovery, where you get a loan for the loan people to pay off your title, and then you just pay them out, and they'll hold the title until you pay them out. But it's not predatory like title mate. So I called one that I went through before. They said they're no longer doing loans, and I was like, "Hey, can you give me, some names of some companies that do that?" Okay, I'm calling these companies. Um, One lady was like, "Well, okay." I did the application. She said, "We'll call you back 30 minutes to an hour." Didn't hear from her. Mind you, like I said, I'm trying to be in the energy of what's for me or come to me. I'm not gonna chase it. So I didn't call her. Like, I'm trying to check myself, because me calling her would be me trying to control the situation. Me calling her would be me chasing, and it's like, no, let the universe flow. Let the universe handle your shit. Quit trying to control and just attract, don't chase. I don't hear from her. Cool. On to the next one. Cause see me, I'm the type of person, I put my eggs in one basket. So I was about to put all my eggs in that basket, and I was like, no. While you waiting to hear back from her, call some more people. But the old me would have been like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait to hear back from her. And my hopes all look like they're gonna help, and then they don't help. Then I'm crashing out, and it's like, oh shit, now what I'm gonna do? No, while you waiting on her, call somebody else. Call somebody else. One guy, you need funding. Okay, let me go back. I called Main Financial, I think was, no, Republican Financial. That's the lady who said they would call me back within 30 minutes to an hour. Then I called Unique Funding. Guy was very nice, Rob. Um, he asked me to send him pictures of my truck, asked me how much I needed. He told me he do think he would be able to help me, that I would just need to get full coverage on the truck. No problem. If I gotta get full coverage on the truck for y'all to help me get out this motherfucking, mind you, the interest rate on that title, motherfucker, the annual interest rate percentage on that title, fucking max shit was 158%. So, of course, I ain't gonna be able to get that shit paid down, bitch. The only way you gonna be able to get that motherfucker paid is if you come with the whole 8,000 and pay it off in a one lump sum. Paying on it monthly, even if you paid something on it, is just, you. So I'm like, sir, I was like, okay, cool. Me and him text, and I was like, let me call my insurance company, see how much it's gonna cost to add full coverage to my truck. State Farm, John Crumlin office, Marla at the John Crumlin office. Because I'm shouting out people just in case people in Atlanta want to holler at these people that been helping me out. You know who to call, you know what company to go to, and who to ask for. Marla hit me up. I mean, I hit up Marla. Hey, Marla, how much it's gonna cost to up my insurance from liability to full coverage? Oh, like you looking by probably additional $30 a month. Okay, cool, boom. So me and the guy, I'm waiting on him to hit me up. Mind you, we're attracting, we're not chasing. So I'm waiting for the man to contact me. Also, mind you, we're not putting our eggs in my basket. Go on to the next one. Let's see who else can help you. Bam, I'm going through my mail. I'm going through my mail because I had to give y'all a full story. I'm going through all my paperwork to find my agreement that I signed with Title Max, because I want to know the interest rate, because I want to be educated on what interest rate I'm paying versus what somebody else is offering me, so I don't get myself in the same shit. So I'm looking through the paper. Where is my title application at? And don't find it. Bam, come across this letter, say Landmark Financial. You're pre-approved. Okay, open it up. Let me try these people, see what these people talking about. Okay, cool. Decide to find the closest location to me is in Marietta. I call the people, hey, looking to see if I can borrow some money. No, I take that back. That ain't how I did that. I got on the internet and applied on the internet, and the lady called me back within 5 minutes from me applying on the internet. The lady called me. Hey, this is Shannon with Landmark. Calling you about the application you submitted. We would like to see if we can help you. Bam. Okay. Yes. I need $8,500. She was like, okay. She asked me what she needed to ask me. She was like, okay, I'll call you back. She hit me back. She was like, the most I can offer you is 35. Ma'am, I need 85. I didn't tell her about the title fund, but she knew about it. I guess I'm pulling my credit or whatever. And she said, well, what about this title? I said, that's what I need the money for. She's like, oh, well, we'll take over that loan for you and we'll just hold your title until you pay it off. Okay, cool. Let's do that. She's like, okay, well, yeah, we most definitely can do that. This is what I need you to do. I need you to get me a payoff letter from Title Max. She was like, oh, and do you need any more money? Excuse me? Yeah, we'll pay the loan off, for the 85. That'll pitch you about $300 a month. What? Do you need any more money? Yeah, I need some more money. I got some more debts I need to pay off. Sure, yeah. She's like, well, okay, well, like, how about we try to get you approved for 9,000? Cool. Yes. I'll take an additional 5 more. So then I was like, well, how much more can I get? Because I know I got debts, you know. I got all this money, these Clarinas. I got $500 of Clarinas. I got $1,200 in a firm. I got $400 on my motherfucking credit card. Plus, I owe my mechanic $700 to get my car fixed. My car been sitting in my mechanic shop for probably 3 months now, and he needs $700 from me. And so, yeah, how much can y'all give me? Cause baby, can we shoot for 33? Cause that will clear out everything. And how much would that cost me a month to pay? Mind you, the ladies done said just for the 85 for the title itself, I'm gonna be paying $300. You mean tell me I'm finna go from paying 940 to 300? Yes, run it. So she was like, okay, yeah. She was like, okay, the most we can give you is extra outside of the 85 is 1,500. Yes, run me that. So, needless to say, I go with Landmark. I'm saying, let me tell you how good, whatever you want to call it. I can't co-sign to God. That God name don't work for me. I can't co-sign for it. That's a whole nother conversation we'll get into. But I don't co-sign for God. But if you believe in God, that's great. For me, it's life. For me, it's life. For me, it's the universe. For me, it's divine infinite energy. I can't sign up for God. It's because of how my logical brain works and how I was raised. Um, in the church with the he pronoun. Because of the he pronoun and my logical brain, God is a man sitting in the sky, and that shit don't make sense to me. So I can't subscribe to that. But I do believe in a higher power. Um, but it's a it and not a person. It's an energy and not a person. So anywho, so let me show you how good life is, how good the universe is, how good your God is, whatever you want to call it. Like I said, I call it life. Baby, that lady had me approved so quick. I think I called her at 10. By 12 o'clock, I was in their office getting my extra money with her telling me they finna overnight my check over to Title Max. And they should be getting it soon. Matter of fact, I need to check to see if they got it. To make sure it get paid off. Well, actually, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow and then I start a question. I'm gonna give it 24 hours. Um, but the higher power, your God, my life, the universe, divine infinite energy, source, whatever you want to call it, is so good. I walked out of that office. I think I borrowed $10,000. Is that right? $10,050. 85 of it going toward paying off my fucking title max. And the other money I went and paid off other debts. I ain't fucked off that money. I paid out other debts. And plus, I paid my mechanic so I can get my car. I got all that money and my monthly payment ain't even gonna be $400 a month. Look at what the universe, God, life, source, divine energy did. I can fucking breathe. It ain't gonna be nothing to come up with $400 versus 900. These people save me $500 a month and it helped me to eliminate other debt. I went to work ready to quit because I don't want to be there, but I'm only there to fucking pay my bills, which eventually I'm going to quit. I don't know when I'm going to quit, but it's going to happen pretty soon. But I walked away feeling like some burdens had been lifted. So, and that is a burden. That is a burden. But I walked away. Yesterday, I just felt so good and light and not so heavy, and I felt better, and I felt like, okay, I can maneuver now. You know, my credit card paid off, the clearance paid off. I can get my car, and I ain't fucking drowning in this $940 fucking payment to title mates that ain't doing shit that I don't see a way out of. Whereas with these people, all I got to do is pay them $400 a month for 5 years. $400 a month for 5 years to pay them off their money. And of course, but me only having to pay them 400, I can pay extra and get it paid off quicker. And that's probably what I'm gonna do. One thing about me is I might get in debt, but I'm gonna pay my debts off and I'm gonna pay them off way before time. Every car I've had I paid off before the time I was supposed to pay it off. Previous title funds I paid them off before, you know. So one thing about me, I always end up being blessed enough, lucky, whatever you want to call it, blessed, luck, favor, whatever, to be able to pay my debts off early. So I'm just sharing this for the person who feel like I was feeling, like you're drowning in debt. Especially if you got in a title pond. There's a way out of that shit. There's a fucking way out of it. And even if you had to do worst case scenario and do bankruptcy, I thank God I wasn't able to do that. And I didn't want to do that because I know my credit score has went down, but I also know that I can build that shit back up to the point where I can go buy some shit. You go get in a motherfucking bankruptcy, it's harder to get shit. Cause eventually I'm gonna need another car. My little uncle got 160,000 miles in. You know, eventually I'm gonna need another car. Eventually I might want to go buy another house, you know, and I want my name to be clear and I don't want no bankruptcy coming up. But worst case scenario, there's a way out of it. Come on. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. I hear you, Spirit. There's a way out of it. Go look up these lending people. I didn't realize there was so many of them that do help you get out of title ponds. I was looking for loans that specifically said title pond recovery or something like that, and I only came up with 2 people. Now, mind you, I looked into, look, maybe about a month ago or 2 months ago, I looked into quote unquote title pond recoveries, and that was the 1-800 New Deal that I went through before, but they said they no longer doing loans. And I think I looked up, the other one was New Rate or something. And the man was like, yo, the only way we're going to be able to help you is if you can get your title down to 5,000 and then we'll take on the 5,000. So I had gave up hope. Don't give up hope. There's other avenues. There's other fucking avenues to get out of debt. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Red Life Special. I'm supposed to be sharing my stories with y'all to encourage you and whatever, or let you know you're not the only one. I got to do the podcast. I'm sorry, it's just hitting me. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. You can get out the debt. It's a way to get out of it. And let me rephrase that. To find some relief. It's not getting out of it because I still am in the debt. I'm just getting out of that high ass fucking payment I was paying to a lower payment because one thing about me, I'm gonna take responsibility for my actions. There are consequences for your actions. I got in all this debt. I got to fucking pay the price and I got to motherfucking pay it off. And I don't have a house to sell to get out of it this time. There's no lump sum of money at the end of the day that I can get if I sold the house like I did the last 2 times. So this time, because obviously I didn't learn my lesson the first 2 times, right? The first 2 times, I was blessed enough to have the asset of property that accrued me enough money. Yo, that's a whole nother motherfucking lesson, yo. A whole nother motherfucking Red Life podcast, Red Life Special podcast. I had property. I sold it. It yielded me a lot of money. And because I am impulsive and have poor spending habits, I end up with no money and in fucking debt. I mean, I'm embarrassed to tell y'all how much money that I got on my old house and how much money I had after I paid all my debts and bought shit I wanted to buy and invested in this DJing career and still had money left over. And I don't have it. But hey, I recognize I have a spending problem. I'm impulsive. And a lot of it comes from my mental illnesses. I don't know if I want to call them mental illness. My mental challenges. I don't want to call them illnesses. The challenges I have mentally. ADHD. I could possibly be bipolar. My therapist said that I could possibly be, the psychiatrist said I could possibly be, I haven't been able to recognize when I'm manic and count how long I'm manic. So that's what's keeping me on that. Yeah, you possibly are, but then you possibly ain't, because I can't tell the psychiatrist, hey, I've been manic for these amount of days for a week in order for it to be classified bipolar. But she did put me on a mood stabilizer versus depression medication to stabilize my mood. But anywho, that's a whole nother Red Life Special thing to talk about. But I'm recognizing I have a problem. I'm recognizing I fucked up. This the 3rd time. I'm on strike number 3. Bitch, you got to learn after the 3rd strike, bitch. You can't fall in this again, baby. Like spirit, divine, infinite energy, the universe, life, God, whomever you want to call it, it's life for me, is not going to keep helping you get out of these situations. You keep putting yourself right back in them. 3 strikes, you out. I'm on my 3rd strike. So I got to do shit differently. So I done paid all my shit off. Guess what I do? I'm all on Shein. Like, ooh, I really know, bitch. Get your ass off of Shein. We not doing that. We not. Cause guess what I'm gonna do? I'm going to want a bunch of shit from Shein, and I'm not gonna want to pay the full fucking price. And then what I'm gonna do? Put it on the Klarna. No, no, we're not doing it. You have to fucking stop doing the same shit. What do they say? Insanity is doing the same fucking shit, expecting different fucking results. I keep getting Clarinas, but I think that I'm not gonna get in debt again. Come on now. That's insane. That's insanity. You got to do something different. So I have to fight like hell with myself and my brain to not fucking do it. And let me tell you, the fight has been for real. The fight been real, bro. The fight been fighting. Baby, not only with that, but I'm an emotional eater. I've been wanting to pull up. I got a little bit of money. That's another thing. Anytime I get a little bit of money, I feel like I got to spend it. Whether it's go buy something to eat here, or I got to go buy this at Walmart, or it's like I be looking for shit to buy. Baby, let me tell you, the past 2 days, I've been wanting to go and buy me something delicious to eat. But mind you, I've been trying to eat more healthier. But mind you, I've been to the doctor, and the doctor said your blood pressure up, you need to get it under control. But here I am, want to go eat something delicious to make me feel better, cause I'm an emotional eater, and I got the money to spend to go get it. Baby, I've been fighting like hell. Take your ass home and go eat that vegan lentil taco fucking chili you made. And don't you pull up at no cookout. The fuck is wrong with you? Don't you go pull up at Lucky Buddha. What the fuck is wrong with you? Take your ass home. So, I'm rambling. I tend to ramble. Let me slow down because I was a little excited. So, this podcast, I probably don't sound like Speedy Gonzalez because I was talking fast. The lesson, I gave you the story, I gave you my struggle. The lesson out of it is it is okay if you are in debt. I know it is hard. I know that it is a struggle. I get it. But there are ways to get out of it. Think outside of the box. Look into some of these lending companies. But just make sure you're getting a good interest rate. You know, ask questions. Ask them how long will I be paying on this? What's my interest rate? Um, just know your shit when you get ready to do it. And always know your shit. You can get out of the debt. And the worst case scenario, go talk to a lawyer. Matter of fact, I'm going to give you the lawyer that the lawyers I used to work for. I reached out to the lawyers. One of the lawyers I work for, John Allday at Johnson and Allday Attorneys at Law in Marietta. Just in case you need a personal attorney, hit them up. They're great people. But I hit John Allday up and asked him for could he refer me to a bankruptcy lawyer, and he referred me to, it looked like his name is Douglas Jacobson. or Jacob. Hold on, let me make sure I got the information right. Douglas Jacobson, bankruptcy and debt relief. Number 678-341-9114. If you're in the Metro Atlanta area, there is a bankruptcy and debt relief lawyer referred to me by my ex-employer, John Allday. If you need a personal injury lawyer, please contact Johnson and Allday personal injury lawyers in Marietta. When you pull them up, the number in Google is 678-498-5505. Tell them Elaine Renee sent you, aka DJ Lady Red, because I have DJ'd for them just in case they're not remembering of who Renee is, because I didn't go by Elaine Renee. Anywho, I'm rambling. This message has been going on for almost an hour, so I'm going to cut it short. Affirmation: you got this. Affirmation: I got this. I am debt free. I do not chase, I attract. What is for me will simply find me. Life is good. I am free. I am liberated from all negative things, debt. Those are your affirmations. I love y'all. Hit me up. Let me know what you think. Y'all know where to find me. Thank you for listening, as it is my intent to spread love through the sharing of my personal life experiences in hopes that they will inspire you and liberate me. This is healing for both of us. I love you.